Embarrassing as it may be, there are some PC users left on this earth that still look to their computer as a platform for playing mindless run-and-jump games. The first and best piece of advice to give these people is to buy a console system, of course. Let's face it, people who love Mario should play Mario, and not some clone that's inferior in every conceivable way. For those who insist on using a keyboard instead of a 6-button gamepad, though, there are choices, one of which is Merit Software's upcoming import game, Sink or Swim. The plot of this one is as simple as they get. You play the part of Rourke Storm, a heroic type who finds himself trapped on a sinking ship and attempts to save its passengers. Each of the game's 61 levels are third-person views of a certain room on the ship, each replete with its own unique perils. The constants on each stage, though, are the exits and the passengers, who resemble the Dunkin' Donuts man with a nervous twitch. And you thought lemmings were dumb. Two options are available from the title screen. Pressing F9 gets you to the configure menu, where you can toggle sound and keyboard joystick control. F10 brings you up the password screen, where you can enter one of the codes given to you after completion of a level, and then start playing at that level.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
You're a dashing hero dashing around a boat trying to keep hapless passengers from drowning in Merit Software's Sink or Swim. Check out the demo in this episode of IE.
With stunning rendered graphics and sound, including an original soundtrack by the Fat Man, CD-ROM gamers were given a glimpse of things to come with The Seventh Guest. Now, Trilobite and Virgin cross yet another threshold of suspense as they take you back to Stoff's mansion to confront his evil legacy in the 11th hour. Check out the preview of this month's cover feature of IE.
And now, back to IE.
The passengers will run around almost aimlessly until they're saved or killed. There is an easily recognizable logic to their movement, however, namely, climb. Since they'll always go up a ladder, it's usually a good idea to try to steer them towards one, so as to buy you more time in getting them to an exit. Obviously, since the water is at the bottom of the screen, and since the imbeciles have no conception of swimming, you want to avoid leading them downward, should they fall into the icy depths. And they will. Your handy life raft will prove just that. It can only hold so many passengers before it bursts, though. And since you only get one per level, you must use it at the right time. Occasionally, a room will contain some emergency oxygen tanks, which float in the water until they collide with a passenger. We'll then use one. The most challenging rooms are the ones that are being flooded while you're trying to exit them. The water level rises rapidly in these stages, thereby supplying another creative way for you and the stupid passengers to die. Speed is of the essence if you dislike drowning. SOS's graphics are colorful and pleasing to the eye, but many of the stages look so similar that you'll be begging for variety shortly after the beginning. Also, movement is slow, and the smooth scrolling could be smoother. This is unquestionably a lazy game, but that's not all bad. It's fairly relaxing, and given that you can start from any level you've previously beaten, it can be picked up and put down before any stress or anxiety sets in. Make sure you write those passwords down, though. Although it lacks a few elements that made other games of its kind bestsellers, power-ups, items, level editors, etc., Sink or Swim has the makings of a decent puzzle platform game. It won't win any awards for its complexity, but it's humorous and reasonably challenging, and above all, it has the one trait that smart video game players look for above all others. It's fun.